Hey guys, if you're looking for a colorful look to use your 88 Shimmer palette from Coastal Scents with, take a look at this tutorial. It's going to be a really easy look using some nice greens and blues, and I'm also going to walk you through everything I did for my face makeup as well. So if you want to see this look, keep on watching. All right, the first thing we're going to do after applying our moisturizer and primer, I used Smashbox Photofinish, is to put on a foundation. So I'm going to use Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, and I'm just going to apply it all over my face with my fingers. And my color is, by the way, soft beige, and the number is 200. Okay, so once you've put on some foundation, we're going to go ahead and use some concealer. I'm going to use Maybelline's Age Rewind Concealer in medium around my eyes and just dotted a couple of other places where I want a little more brightness on my skin. And just blend that in nice and smooth. Right up to that, almost basically right up to your lower lash line. And next I'm going to set the look with, or my foundation and my concealer anyway, with some loose powder. I'm using one of my favorite loose powders. It's from Mary Kay, and the shade I use is Beige 1, and it's just a nice loose powder here. I'm just going to apply with a powder brush just all over my face. Now for a bronzer for this look, I'm going to use my Milani Sunset Duos in Sunset Breeze. I'm pretty much just going to use the bronzer side of this. It's a nice matte bronzer. I'm using a fluffy kabuki brush that I got from Big Lots, actually. So I'm not quite sure. Oh, the brand is Upstage, if you can see that. But I'm just going to use that brush and apply it basically all over my face, just to give a nice wash of bronze color. This is matte, so it's not gonna, it's not gonna have like shimmery particles that sort of, make your skin look too shiny or whatever. So I'm just gonna kind of give myself an even and really light application of that. And then next I just want a touch of shimmery bronzer, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild bronzer, and the shade here is Tahitian Tan. As you can see, I'm kind of running out of this, but I'm going to just put a little bit on my brush and just go over the parts of my face that would naturally see the sun. This, like I said, it's a bit darker and has a bit more shimmer, so I'm just going to put that on kind of the tops of my cheekbones and my chin, down the top of my nose, and my forehead. Moving on to the blush for this look, I want to keep it kind of muted since we are doing kind of blues and greens on the eyes, so I'm going to be using Rimmel blush in Peach, and I'm just going to grab my blush brush and apply that all over the apples of my cheeks. Then for a contour shade, I'm going to use my CoverGirl Cheekers blush in Golden Pink, and just kind of suck your cheeks in and use that as your contour. So when you begin the eye look, you want to have your 88 Shimmer palette handy, and what we're going to do is concentrate on some of the green shades in this palette. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. shadow brush here, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here. It's kind of a light, very light lime green, and we're just going to apply that all over the lid. And I've already applied some Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Next step, I'm going to take my Low Cornell, it's the 1/4 sized brush here, and I'm going to dip into this pretty emerald shade right here at towards the bottom of the palette. And if you don't have this exact palette, any green shade will do. This one definitely obviously has some shimmer to it, so I'm just going to get a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to apply this right on the outer half of the lid. Now once you've got that shade on the outer part of your lid, you want to take, I'm going to use my Smashbox number 15 brush, or any fairly medium-sized crease brush will do, and use that same color to just go all over your crease. So at this point you should be seeing a lot more color in the crease, and we're going to sort of blend that with a little bit of a blue look here. So for that, I would say grab any fluffy sized crease brush that you have. For mine, I'm going to use my Sephora Professional rounded crease brush. It's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to dip into this blue shade that is right beside the green that we used. It's right here. And just use that and lightly sort of apply that right on top of this area. So just get a little bit on the brush, tap off any excess that you have, and lightly apply that over the green. You'll find that these shimmery colors work really well together. And so now you've sort of slightly toned down the green shade just a little bit, but it's still blended and still colorful. Just to get a little bit deeper, you can see that this eye, things are a little bit deeper right in the outer corner. I'm going to take that same blue shade that we used, just a little bit more of that, and work that into the crease as well, just the outer part of the crease. Just like so, just to give it a little more depth. And then following that, just to kind of just top off the blues that we've been adding to this, pick any of the light blue shades in this palette, and I'm just going to dust that on really lightly on the far border of everything we've done, okay? And then as a highlight, I'm going to grab one of these pretty kind of lemony yellow shades, this one or this one. Really, you know, I'm just kind of being general because anything that you have will do. Just keep it kind of pastel colored, and I'm going to use that as my highlight up here. It's not really going to show through as yellow. We're applying a very sheer wash of that color right up there. Okay, next for our liner, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. waterproof liquid liner, and the color is Midnight, so that's a nice navy blue shade. I'm only going to apply that to my top lash line, so I'm just going to go from the inner corner out with that. And we're just going to wing the outer corner out just a little bit. It's not going to be a real pronounced thing, but we're just going to continue the line just a little bit past the natural lash line. For the lower lash line, grab your angle liner brush, and I'm going to use this Midnight blue shade. It's the darkest blue in the whole palette, and we're going to just use this on the outer half of the lower lash line. And just kind of blend it right in with the tip of that navy blue liquid liner. Just like so. It's going to be a really soft look. It's not going to detract from all the pretty color that you've got elsewhere on your eye, just going to deepen it a bit. And then I'm going to use a blue that's right beside that. It's just kind of a blue that we already used once here. This shade right there. Just kind of a true blue. And use that, oops, sorry, on the inner part. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyelash Curler. Then apply your mascara. I'm going to use, it's Maybelline Sky High Curves Mascara. And just go ahead and apply, you know, 1 or 2 coats of this. Alright guys, well that is the look. It's incorporating some subtle greens and blues. It's a shimmery look, but I think it's still really wearable. And as for my lips, I'm using NYX or NYX round lipstick in Indian Pink. It's a nice soft corally shade on my lips, and then over the top of that I'm using Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Life's a Peach, so it's kind of a nice light peachy lip tone that doesn't detract too much from the eye look. So I hope you guys like this look, and thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.